set himself ablaze. Then the saddest part of the whole clip happens. After the baby sets himself on fire, he crawls towards the player hoping that they'll help him, but they simply stand there and watch as the baby burns to death. Even though this clip is technically not a part of the game's actual storyline, it still left a lasting impression on anyone who saw it. And since it was uploaded onto YouTube, it's racked up over 32 million views. No, 6. Death Stranding. Another clip that seems like it doesn't belong in a video game is this one from Death Stranding. Video games have come a long way with graphics and storytelling, but none of them have ever really tackled the idea of simulating real-life things such as aging and death. Death Stranding tries its best to simulate these things, but the result looks a little goofy and a lot sad. In this clip, Sam, the main character, is seen walking through a forest when suddenly he collapses to his knees and begins to age rapidly. His head starts to sag, his skin begins to wrinkle, and before you know it, he's an old, frail man ready to shuffle off this mortal coil. Now you might think that this is the result of a hard day's work, but it's actually the result of a parasite called the BB. The BB is a fetus that lives inside of Sam's backpack and feeds off his life force. Over time, the BB grows larger and begins to control Sam's actions. Eventually, the BB takes over Sam's body completely and transforms him into what's known as an old in the game. The player can choose to fight the old or carry him to a medical facility where he can be revived. But either way, this scene is sure to give you the chills. Number 5. Crying. You've cried happy tears, you've cried sad tears, but have you ever cried in a video game? Well, if you played the original Halo, then the answer is probably yes. This clip shows Master Chief, the main character, crying after completing the game's campaign. Now, you might be thinking that this is just a glitch in the game, but it's actually a hidden Easter egg. When Master Chief removes his helmet, he's actually supposed to cry. Unfortunately, the developers forgot to remove this line of code before releasing the game. So when players saw Master Chief shedding a few tears, they were in for a bit of a shock. But it wasn't all bad. In fact, many people saw this as a sign of just how human Master Chief really is. After all, he's just a guy in a metal suit trying to save the world from an alien invasion. But hey, even the strongest of us need a good cry every now and then. Number 4. Michael Jackson. We've already looked at the most viewed clip on YouTube, but let's take a look at one of the scariest. Imagine you're playing Resident Evil, a game that's known for its jump scares and terrifying monsters. You're making your way through the mansion when suddenly you hear a loud bang. You turn around and see Michael Jackson standing in front of you with a bloodied meat cleaver. Before you can even think about running, he lunges at you and slices you to pieces. That's right. In Resident Evil, Michael Jackson is one of the playable characters. Well, not exactly. In reality, this scene is actually from a fan-made mod that replaces one of the game's characters with the King of Pop. And while it's not canon, it's still one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen in a video game. The mod was created by a team of 5 people and took them 2 months to complete. They used a combination of voice acting, cutscenes, and in-game footage to tell their story. The result is a truly terrifying experience that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about Resident Evil. So if you're ever playing Resident Evil and you see Michael Jackson with a meat cleaver, run. Number 3. Wall. This next clip is less scary and more confusing, but that doesn't make it any less impressive. This clip is from the game Hell Let Loose, which is set during World War II. The player is hiding behind a wall when suddenly the wall itself begins to collapse. As the wall falls, the player is exposed, an easy prey for the enemy team. But that's not what makes this clip so impressive. What makes this clip so impressive is the fact that the wall didn't fall down in one piece. Instead, it fell apart brick by brick. This is a new technique called micro-polygon destruction, which allows objects to break apart into smaller pieces instead of just one big chunk. This makes the destruction look more realistic and immersive than ever before. And it's just one example of how video games are continuing to push the boundaries of what's possible. Number 2. Tallest building. When you think of the tallest building in the world, you might think of the Burj Khalifa. At 830 meters tall, it's hard to imagine a building being any taller. But in the game Minecraft, the tallest building in the world is over 12,000 blocks high. That's almost twice the height of the Burj Khalifa. In this clip, a player is standing at the bottom of the tallest building in Minecraft, looking up, and it's hard to believe that anyone could build something so tall. But in Minecraft, anything is possible. The player then proceeds to climb to the top of the building, which takes them over 20 minutes in real time. Once they reach the top, they're rewarded with a stunning view of the surrounding area. But it's also a little bit scary knowing that if they fell, they'd die instantly. Despite the danger, the player decides to take the risk and jumps off the building. Luckily, they survive and land safely on the ground. Number 1. Man falling. This final clip is not only terrifying, but it's also tragic. Back in 2013, a man was streaming Grand Theft Auto 5 when he accidentally fell off the map and to his death. Now, you might be thinking that this is just a glitch in the game, but it's actually a common occurrence in GTA 5. There's a spot near the coast of Los Santos where the map literally ends, and players can fall to their deaths if they get too close. The man in this clip was trying to collect some items that had washed up on shore when he accidentally stepped too far off the map. As he begins to fall, you can see the fear and panic in his eyes. He tries to move his character to try and steer himself towards the map, but it's too late. His character hits the water and the stream cuts out. It's a sad way to go, but at least he went doing what he loved, playing GTA 5. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time, goodbye.